some human health issues that are confronting people. So the issue of obesity, people's having challenges to give birth because of the fact that the plastics are able to mutate the way the hormones are in our system.
And yet,
It's not good at all. I'm just wondering, is there a group that is, concerned about some of these things? For instance, in some other countries, plastics are banned because of the implications on the health of the people. And we're hearing about this. I think we know what this the implications are because we are using plastics increasingly. I mean, if you buy bread, they will put it in the white polythene, and then the black one. You just wonder
you
when
go and buy one item, like one little pack of biscuits for your child. They'll put it in a black polythene bag for you. One thing, which you could hold just as easily as you hold a polythene bag.
Yeah, and could we explore the use of paper bags? I mean, these things are things people should be thinking about. I don't know.
Look, the conversation has come up before. Governments in the past has considered banning plastics. They didn't. One of the reasons why they decided not to is because it would affect jobs. Can you imagine something that is causing us harm? Instead of stopping it, you say, no, let it continue because people make a living from causing us harm.
Or people are also dying.
It's kind of like saying, oh, listen, if you ban armed robbery, armed robbers will have no work to do. So, let's continue it. I'm not saying that people who make plastics are armed robbers, but I'm saying that the plastics are harming us. So why are we prioritizing the ability of someone to make a living from doing something that harms us?
Yeah.
Over preventing the thing from harming us.
And we could even start by limiting the use of plastics, for instance, for the things you talk about. Why should you go and buy biscuit and then, have it put in a plastic bag? It doesn't really make sense.
Look, once you ban the thing, people find alternatives. That's how the world works.
Exactly.
And then we all get spared the horrible effects of the pollution of our environment as well as the destruction of our bodies.
Or was it a couple of years ago, we went to the beach, was it? And then I think the fishermen were fishing and their catch was just plastics.
Imagine that. And the fish are eating those things. And then we will eat those fish. What do you expect will happen to us? And we are saying that because people make a living from something that causes so much harm, so we should allow it to continue. I don't get this. I don't understand. If there was a volcano coming to wash, burn everything, and people are making a living from working on that mountain, will you say they should just keep working there, even though there's a volcano coming?
And if you're listening, you don't think this is a big deal, then there's something really wrong.
Yeah, well, today you hear more when we bring you that documentary. But look, just ban the thing. Anyway, the 6 a.m. news was brought to us by Total Energies. Total, we go the extra mile for you. Absa Bank Ghana Limited, helping you find a way to get things done. And Millennium Insurance, your trustworthy partner. Now, the Joy Business Report comes your way. Thanks to Glyco Life Travel Insurance. Glyco, we cushion you for life.
Hi, good morning. Welcome to the Joy Business Report. Coming up, Ghana's economy expected to rebound to the 5% bracket next year. We hear from rating agency S&P, their forecast. Also coming up, some foreign bondholders push for equity in treatment of investors with regard to Ghana's debt exchange program. And Ghana could rake in £120 million annually through tomato exports to the United Kingdom. We'll tell you more. Stay with us. Great to be with you. My name is Daryl. Kwawu. First up, Ghana's economy is expected to rebound to the 5% bracket next year. According to rating agency S&P, the economy will expand by 5.1% and further to 5.4% and 5.5% in 2024 and 2025 respectively. Here's more in this report.
The rating agency affirmed its 3% gross domestic product growth rate for Ghana this year, slightly higher than the government forecast of 2.8%. For the size of the economy, S&P projected $68 billion, same as last year. The size of the economy is also estimated at $67 billion in 2024 and 2025 respectively, from a high of $79 billion in 2021. The size of the Ghanaian economy has contracted significantly due to the exchange rate fluctuation, where the cedi lost significant gains to the dollar. For GDP per capita, S&P projected about $2,000 in 2023, same as 2024. It is, however, expected to fall to about $1,900 in 2025. The GDP per capita stood at about $2,500 in 2021, post-COVID-19.
That was a Business Desk report. Now, the successful settlement of new bonds and Ghana's upcoming debt cancellation talks with China are expected to improve investor confidence and the outlook of the cedi. The local currency has come under pressure, losing about 1.92% to the US dollar last week. Although the Bank of Ghana increased dollar support on the market, it could not tame the demand for the American greenback. The central bank also provided about $10.75 million on the spot market last week. Let's check the currency market this morning for you. The dollar going for 13 cedis 5 pesos. On the forex or retail market, the pound selling at 15 cedis 45 pesos, and the euro going for 13 cedis 60 pesos. Now, some of the country's international bondholders are pushing for equity with regards to restructuring of Ghana's debt. But could the concerns about equity affect efforts to secure an International Monetary Fund board approval for Ghana's program by the end of next month? Here's George Rafe.
This follows reports that government is expected to propose a haircut on the principal and coupon payments on the Eurobond. This hasn't gone down well with some of these investors. This because they maintain that this was not the case when it came to the domestic bondholders, as well as government even going ahead to offer exemptions to some category of domestic bondholders. They also raising concerns about the Ministry of Finance's plan to exempt Ghana's bilateral partners from the proposed debt restructuring of the $29.2 billion of external debts. The Euro bondholders' debts is pegged at $13.1 billion. One is not sure for now how these disagreements with some of these bondholders might affect the process in securing a deal with these investors on time to help the country secure the IMF board approval for Ghana's economic program by the end of next month. The Euro bondholders have also put together a creditors committee to engage the government of Ghana. The IMF has maintained that it only needs commitment from these creditors that they will participate in the debt exchange program, or let's say they will help in financing Ghana's program when it comes to restructuring of its debts.
George Rafe with that report. In a related development, the Finance Ministry has assured its external creditors of equal importance it gave to the domestic debt exchange program. In a statement, it said it would continue to work together to advance the progress of external debt treatment in order to ensure Ghana's long-term macroeconomic stability. Next, a senior finance lecturer at the University of Cape Coast Business School, Kwawu, has expressed optimism in Ghana's economy following government's decision to settle and list the newly issued bonds as benchmark for the fixed income market. According to him, the move will send positive signal to the IMF and external creditors that the country is committed to ensuring long-term macroeconomic stability.
This arrangement, as we have done successfully, will send signal to the IMF and then the international community that government of Ghana is committed to ensuring that the right thing is done. And I am very optimistic that once we go through this successfully, we would be in a position to restore our economy to the level it was.
That was senior finance lecturer at the University of Cape Coast Business School, Kwawu. While government has agreed to ensure the payments of coupons and principals of the old bond, it has agreed to ensure that the payment resumes by March 13. Well, next, let's talk about tomatoes. Ghana could rake in £120 million annually through tomato exports to the United Kingdom. That's according to Chief Executive of the Chamber of Agribusiness Ghana, Anthony Morrison. The UK is experiencing a shortage because it relies on Morocco, Netherlands and Spain for supply, but production has slowed down in these countries due to climate change. Mr. Morrison tells Joy Business his outfit, in partnership with the British High Commission, is working to take advantage of the challenge and export Ghana's tomatoes to the UK.
Roughly, UK's fresh tomato importation is about £524 million, but then they import another £1 billion of imported vegetables. So we will not be only looking at just the tomatoes, but other critical vegetables that the UK consumer market will need. Even though our initial projected earning for the tomatoes is at 120 million pounds, this could rise through to 200 million pounds, depending on the quantity and other variety of vegetables that we'll be able to engage them on.
Chief Executive of the Chamber of Agribusiness Ghana, Anthony Morrison, in the Central Region, farmers in the Commander Edina Eguafu district are concerned about the lack of a ready market for their farm produce during the harvest period. According to them, this has led to high post-harvest losses within the area. Interacting with Joy Businesses James Ishen, they indicated this is affecting sales.
Though sometimes the cars will get stuck, or even if a car doesn't get stuck, because of the nature of the farming, we do it randomly. And so I will be harvesting here, a friend of mine will be harvesting there. And one big challenge is, as at the time I will be ready, like to convey the load from here to the roadside, I won't get any car. And so my customer will be waiting, he or she is not getting the load. Sometimes he has to leave me because he's also dealing with time. That's also a challenge.
So in other instances, how do you preserve some of these? Are there other alternatives for you?
We don't have any alternatives.
Well, James's interaction with the farmers at Commander Edina Eguafu district of the Central Region airs on AM Business tomorrow. Yes, on the Joy News channel. You don't want to miss it. Now, don't hesitate to report suspicious investment companies to the appropriate regulators such as the Bank of Ghana or the Securities and Exchange Commission. On today's edition of Investor Eye, a senior manager in charge of risk management department at the Securities and Exchange Commission, Zakaria Haruna Baba, tells Joy Business what to do after you fall victim to a fraudulent investment scheme.
Yes. If you fall victim to these things, we encourage you to report the matter to us. In the first place, you report it to SEC. We have our lines. We have the website. When you go to the website, you have a complaint button that you can click in and then report this matter to us. You can also use the email address, the info@sec.gov.gh. You can report the matter to us. You can also call. You can also walk in to us. However, because these entities are not licensed, they are not regulated, we also encourage the public to report to the law enforcement agency. We have the YOCO, we have police, CID. You can report the matter to them. If they see that issue falls under our mandate, they'll contact us.
Senior Manager in charge of Risk Management Department at the Securities and Exchange Commission, Zakaria Haruna Baba. Investor Eye is designed to educate and create awareness on various scams associated with fake investment schemes. To protect the public, it comes your way every Thursday and Tuesday and Thursday, I should rather have said, in the morning on the Joy Business Report. On the commodity market this morning, the crude oil going for $82 a barrel. Gold went down by more than $3. It's selling this morning at $1,813 an ounce. Cocoa is trading at $2,756 a ton after increasing by $8. More news on our website, myjoyonline.com/business. My name is Daryl. Kwawu. Thanks for doing the listening. And Koja was anxious to end the bulletin because today is the 28th of February. It's a special day. 28th because it's the last day of February. 28th February, you remember the Accra riots, the veterans, the crossroad killings. So
Sergeant Ajete Dems.
We remember our veterans for that. And next is a birthday of a special person. I don't know whether it's his birthday because, it's tomorrow, but he doesn't have a day tomorrow to celebrate it.
So you are trying to steal some small birthday for him.
So it's Mbura's birthday tomorrow, which will never come.
Do you realize that how much that has suddenly explained about this guy? Like, do you realize just how much you have explained about this guy?
Well, you should see what he's wearing today. It looks very special. Like
somebody who has to steal a birthday